I would now like to introduce Mr. Justice Robert Sharpe of the Court of Appeal of Ontario to say a few words about Macdonald's contribution to our constitutional history. Justice Sharpe.
148 years ago today, our nation was born when the Westminster Parliament enacted our founding constitution, the British North America Act, 1867. Our country almost certainly would never have been created were it not for the imagination, courage, determination of the man we celebrate today with the unveiling of this statue. From his humble beginnings as a young lawyer here in Prince Edward County, he emerged as an artful statesman. In the words of Richard Gwynn's biography, he was our nation maker, the man who made us. Sir John A. considered himself to be a pragmatic politician. He said, I am satisfied to confine myself to practical things rather than imaginary schemes or visionary utopian ideals. But we know that despite his protestations to the contrary, he had a dream and he had a vision of a strong, united northern nation that would one day stretch from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean, from the Great Lakes to the Arctic. Our 1867 Constitution bears the marks of Sir John A. Macdonald's combination of pragmatism and vision. You will search in vain for the grand language of the founding documents of our neighbors to the south. Their Declaration of Independence proclaims the inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, while our Constitution, with typical Canadian reserve, aspires more modestly to peace, order, and good government. Our Constitution bore the marks of the compromises and the accommodations that Sir John A. Macdonald so skillfully forged to unite into one nation the disparate colonies of British North America that felt threatened in the aftermath of the American Civil War. Yet if we read only a little between the lines, we can discern that our first Prime Minister did have a vision for our great country. Our Constitution proclaims that we are to have a Constitution similar in principle to that of the United Kingdom, and its words and its structure bind us to the great tradition of parliamentary democracy. That was a tradition in which Sir John A. flourished. It is the tradition of democratic government, respect for the rule of law, a firm commitment that all citizens be treated equally with fairness, dignity, and respect. The Constitution Sir John A. gave us created a federal state in which our provinces retain significant powers to allow their distinctive differences to flourish. As Sir John A. urged the delegates at the 1864 Quebec Conference that led to Confederation, he said, "Let us be English, let us be French, but above all, let us be Canadians." Federalism was a compromise. Sir John A. knew he could only go so far to unite us. But that compromise also contains a grand vision. It is the vision of a capacity of different people to come together in a common cause and at the same time respect their differences. That is how we were made, and that is who we are today. A united people who come from every corner of the earth, committed to tolerance and respect for the different cultures and traditions of our fellow citizens. Now we know today, and we are painfully aware of this, that our 1867 Constitution was far from perfect. And in particular, we realized that from our founding to the present day, we have failed to accord our Aboriginal brothers and sisters the place and the respect they deserve as First Canadians. Some of the things said by Sir John A. and some of the things he did are certainly part of that problem. But as a wise judge has said, it is the nature of injustice that we may not always see it in our times. Today, we acknowledge past wrongs, but our focus must be on ensuring that the positive side of Sir John A. Macdonald's constitutional vision becomes a reality for us all. It is a vision of a great, vibrant nation, free and democratic, fully committed to embracing all those who have come to this land from ancient to more recent times to live together in peace and harmony. This is the Canada that Sir John A. Macdonald imagined. This is the Canada that he created. This is the Canada to which we all continue to aspire. Thank you.